Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here today with a familiar face, Carmen Roy, who's Vice President of Sales for Princess Cruises. And as you can see, I'm here in on the new Sun Princess. Actually, that is a shot that I took back in, I think, April, May, when we were on board for one of the first initial cruises. And it's a marvelous, marvelous ship. And that's just part of the big news that's happening at Princess today. And we're going to sit down here and talk with Carmen about all that and more on Insider Travel Report.
Great to see you, James. As always, it's been too long, but I love that virtual background you've got. That's a great shot.
Well, if you remember, I was on board and you still weren't. And I know you're looking because you're very unhappy that you weren't there. We were actually in, it's the
Dome.
The dome. The dome.
It was beautiful.
The dome is beautiful. I was up there and I did the interview with you from there. On our 5-day cruise, and so I enjoyed it very much. So I got pretty familiar with the Sun Princess, and let's talk about that. You know, you really have created a lot of buzz this year with the debut of your first, the Next Level Love Boat.
That's correct.
Sun Princess. And then sister ship Star Princess is coming in 2025, which is not just around the corner, right? And
TikTok, you better believe it, right? And by the way, James, I don't want to be a hater. I want to be a motivator, but I'm still jealous because I haven't seen the Sun Princess. You've seen it before I have, and months have rolled by, and I'm so excited because she will be here. Finally, she's making the crossing and joining us in Fort Lauderdale in October, so I'll be able to see her.
And I'll be with you there too. Maybe I can give you the tour.
Can't wait. Yes, you probably could. I don't doubt it.
There's still a lot of innovations, I should say, that you've made. Now, you know, obviously, what makes these ships so different than previous class vessels?
Yeah, so both Sun and Star, these are Sphere class ships, right? I mean, you saw them firsthand. It takes the whole Love Boat experience to the next level. It is taking and we never want to disenfranchise our loyalists because, boy, do our guests love that Princess brand, right? And all the legacy that it brings. But these ships, first of all, they're bigger, as you know. It's a whole new class of ship, absolutely modern, but it also allows us to use that extra space to create partnerships that we might not have on the other ships, while still keeping, and you probably experienced it firsthand, the piazza, keeping the heart of what our guests absolutely love. And then just giving us a whole bunch of different opportunities for partnerships, for dining, entertainment. You were in the Dome when we did our interview. And so that, the Dome feeling is, we like to say it's likened to, by day, it'll be kind of like that, Santorini feel because of the way it's leveled and the multi-purposes that it has. And then in the evening, I like to say it's, my hometown. It's that South Beach vibe with obviously the aerial entertainment. So it really just takes it to a whole new level. The theater in the round, right? The multi-purpose functions that the theater can take on really opens up a whole new world on the entertainment side. So I know Denise and her team have done an amazing job, but I keep hearing about the piazza, and because of the design of that Sphere experience.
Yeah, and that's where the ship takes its name from, Sphere class. And although you could call it the Dome class too, but that's another story. The Sphere really opens up that whole deck and really makes a lot of light.
And the light, right? The sun revolving around you. That's the way I like to position it. So when we think of Sun Princess bringing in that gorgeous light, I mean, the views, that's what people, will go on a cruise for. You love it when you're in your veranda. So just imagine being in the piazza and all those levels and enjoying that gorgeous view. It's just second to none. And again, you've been there, I haven't, but I'll tell you, I have so many people who've sent me snapshots, wonderful partners that have gone and escorted groups and said, this is game changing for your brand. It's absolutely awesome. And especially with the introduction of the Sanctuary collection, which is a first for us, right, at Princess. Other cruise companies do have what we call a ship within a ship concept. You know it well, James. I'm sure you're in those accommodations many times.
Not all the time, Carmen. Sometimes I'm left out in the cold. So
cannot be. No. Well, you won't be left out with us. I guarantee it. Because the irony is when you come see it, October 11th, we have one shot only. It's our showcase, our 3-day showcase for Sun in Fort Lauderdale. And the new Sanctuary collection starts October 14th with that 5-day voyage. So that's a lot of work that the team is doing as we go transatlantic. But really, it's really taking luxury to the next level. For our travel advisors, it shouldn't be too difficult because they already sell the ship within a ship concept with other brands. It's just that we took it to a whole new level and made it very unique, very different. Lorna, our VP of operations, did a lot of research to make sure if we're going to enter this space, we got to enter it the only way we know how at Princess, which is all in and make it best in class. And when folks ask me, well, what does that mean? It's because when you go on others, you are restricted to just suite categories, right? If you're not in their suites, you don't have access to their ship within a ship luxury areas. With Sanctuary Collection, we took it a next level. Not only is it all suites, but also we've included our select mini suites, about 123 of them. And then we also took it to a whole new level by also offering our select deluxe balconies, our verandas, about 12 of them. What does that mean? That means that no longer when you're choosing with Princess to be in this category, this exclusive collection really that elevates your vacation, it could be a suite, it could be a mini suite, it could be that deluxe veranda balcony. So we do a lot of multi-gen, which just blows me away when I look at the stats. And so if grandparents or myself, I'll just take myself because I'm happen to be sailing on Sun Princess for my own family vacation, 20 of us for New Year's on December 28th. If I wanted to be in Sanctuary somewhere else, I'd have to buy suites for all the family. Here I don't. I can be in a suite. My kids can be in a mini suite or they can be in the deluxe veranda. So it allows you to really tap into different levels. And also what we've done with Sanctuary Collection is that we have included Princess Premier, which by the way, we have upgraded and have made it even bigger and better than it was before, allowing like unlimited drinks, unlimited specialty, unlimited, casual restaurant. So within Sanctuary Collection, those amazing suites have access to Princess Premier. And that is really luxury, right? Because one of the things our guests, Princess Plus and Princess Premier, have been very, very successful, James. Mm-hmm. But taking Princess Premier to this new level and including it within Sanctuary class and the staterooms that you pick in those three variety of categories really allows us to make it a seamless, turnkey, luxury experience for our guests so that they do not have to worry. They will not be nickel and dime, which is one of the big things of why our Plus and Premier have had such success, because it really is premium stateroom categories, but it's only on Sun and Star. I have to be really specific about that, right? And then again, they're going to have special access, bespoke amenities. It just appeals to a luxury traveler. And I think we're now in this space and I'm very excited. I can't wait till you see it firsthand.
No, I'm looking forward to it because obviously this area was not at the original ship that I saw. You made so many wonderful changes actually, and just in the last few months, as you brought in, this whole Sanctuary Collection and moved your restaurants around, and as you felt you needed more space. So I think it's an amazing job that you guys have done to get this all ready. So when it arrives here in Fort Lauderdale, and it's going to be really, and I'll have plenty of time to walk around and say, wait a minute, where was I? Where was this before? Because I did not know about Sanctuary Collection, and now you have that. And you're right, it's really a category that other lines have introduced, and clearly you needed that, and you have it now, right?
We are elevating luxury at Princess. And so you mentioned, because obviously the Sanctuary Collection will also have exclusive access to the Sanctuary Club, so it's private, as well as reserved dining within its own menu when you have either the Reserve Collection restaurant or the Signature restaurant. So I got to tell you, Lorna will be on, and we will be doing extensive tours of this area, because I'm a big believer, hardware is phenomenal, but you got to look at the software, and what she's developed and what she's created in this class is really second to none, period. And I've done obviously webinars for our travel advisors, and we've created an amazing sheet that compares not just to other cruise brands that have these ships within a ship, but also to luxury hotel brands and how we line up. And it is a great piece. And on that sailing, I'll have it for you. But Lauren will be doing escorted tours, so I'm sure you'll be on with her and get that VIP access to this. But we're very excited to enter this space, and it's just a game changer for us and very well received.
Well, congratulations on that. I'm really looking forward to seeing it, even though I was on the ship earlier this year. Now, but one of I think I forget you have this is the most diverse culinary program that you have yet on Princess. I think you have something like 30 restaurants and bars, and
Over
that's a
30
lot of,
restaurants and bars.
that's a lot of choices. And I know
Yes.
there's still some signature favorites like Crown Grill Steakhouse and Sabatini's Italian Trattoria Return. So tell us about some of the exciting new additions, and you don't have to just say the pizza place because that already.
No, no, you know those staples of our brand. They're absolutely phenomenal. But when you look at the Catch by Rudy, by the way, I was just on Enchanted. It was the first time I experienced the Catch by Rudy, so it was amazing, truly spectacular. And, it's taken me this long to get it. So the fact that the ship has it, super exciting. Obviously, O'Malley's Irish Pub. So this has been so well received because it is kind of like, it's hugely popular because of the concept, but it's very relaxed, like pub food, right? And then you get Love by Burrito. So by the way,
Right, because that was one that was not available yet.
It wasn't.
You're still putting it in.
Because
so
if you know Burrito, and he is a renowned artist, as you know, Burrito is, he's attention to detail and perfection. So you've seen his stuff is so whimsical. I was going to wear the special T-shirt that he created for us with our beautiful Princess logo, but I figured, okay, let's just stick with Team Princess. You'll get to see him hopefully October 11th. And then this is a very intimate restaurant, right? So it's because it's love. So it's created and designed. Everything was checked off by him. And actually it was Rudy who was the chef that helped in this collaboration. So I think that's pretty unique to us. And it really just leans into what we are, right? Love, the love brand. Who doesn't love love?
I was actually.
And then don't forget sushi, right? With Mikado Ocean. Right, and then we also have the teppanyaki and hot pot. So those are additional. And then on the entertainment side, which is entertainment, I also call it food and beverage, right? Which is our Spellbound show. Did you get to see Spellbound by Magic
did,
Castle
and it was one of the most amazing shows I saw. It's all based, obviously, on.
Excellent.
It is a wonderful magic show. Really amazing. All your shows, all your entertainment was pretty special. I got to tell you.
So, like, Love is exclusive partnership. So is the Magic Castle exclusivity with this partnership with Spellbound. Because if you've never been, and I had, by the way, in LA, that is a private club, only magicians, right? And folks in that particular industry, and it's by invitation only. So to have this partnership, their legacy with our legacy, and have it on the ship, this is not cheesy magic. You saw it firsthand, and the way we've incorporated the F&B perspective, it's really intimate. It blows me away. I've been lucky enough to actually have seen one of the shows, so to know that it's on our ships, trust me, I've got the whole family signed up because it's so unique and so different. And when you want to make memories of a lifetime, this is the kind of stuff that you want to go ahead and venture into. Now, on dining also, because you talked about a lot of changes that we've made on dining, and we have, which is fun and exciting, but also we listened to what our guests wanted. We couldn't help ourselves. And here's the thing, and we started it with Sun, and it will be on Star. It'll be fleet-wide, which is the way we're categorizing dining. So if you want traditional dining on one of our ships, you will have a dedicated restaurant to traditional dining, which is the 5 and 7:30, give or take, depending on what port, because if we're in a port that we're a little longer, they might adjust to 5:30 and 8 o'clock. So, always I like people to be very flexible, but it will be reserved dining times at the same table, same waiter. I mean, I happen to love that. I'm set in my ways. It's maybe because I've been doing this for 43 years.
You're just a cruise traditionalist. What can I say?
It is. I am because you know what? I love to get to know my waiter. I love to sit at the same table. Normally we travel as a family. So it's wonderful to be able to sit together, break bread at the same time. It's consistent. But that's the traditional. And then we have, by reservations only. So that's wonderful because you can come whenever you want and sit at a different table every night if you wanted to with different people that you meet. And then we have, which by the way, it's called flexible dining. And then you have really the walk-in. So that's great because folks want that. And they want that flexibility if you're tired from a port day. And you might have had traditional reservations, but that day you don't feel like going at 5 o'clock or 7:30. And you decide, I want to do 8, kind of get an early night. You can go into the walk-in more casual experience. It's not casual, but it's walk-in without reservations needed. So that kind of flexibility and listening to what our guests wanted, and they've wanted that for a very long time. And to be able to incorporate it, just think about it. We launch a new ship, to your point, pivot, keep it exciting and new, and then adjust dining venues. Crown Grill there is so successful, so we're actually shifting, and the Lock by Dario as well, because they were so well received. So it's how a company reacts and responds and says, you know what? These are crowd favorites. Let's give them what they want. It's about not just exclusivity like we have with Sanctuary Collection, but options, right? Guests want options. It's their vacation, and they want to have it one size fits one, not one size fits all. So I think these dining adjustments fleet-wide, because it's not just on Sun and Star, are really bringing, again, this whole experience. I mean, dining is critical to a vacation. It really is. It's
Well, that's why one of the reasons we all go on cruise ships is to great dining. Absolutely. And
yes,
I wanted to mention you even have an American diner. I mean, it's
that's right.
I eat there
very
several
flexible.
times.
And don't forget the casual choices that we still have. Like, again, when I talk about Sanctuary Collection with Princess Premier and the upgrades that we've made, it's unlimited. I mean, it's the best value. I also have, I got to give credit to my guy, Joe Franco, our manager of trade marketing, because he has created these grids that talk about why we are the leader in the bundles, period. And compares to other brands. Our advisors know what I'm talking about, because I make sure every single person sees it, because unless you see us compared to others side by side, you don't realize how our Princess bundles, both Plus and Premier, best in class, period. I actually challenge anybody else to try to challenge me on that. That's how confident we are.
All right.
Wait till I see you, James. I'm going to bring you my own flyers on both Sanctuary Collection and our Plus and Premier bundles. And I can be very assertive about that and confident, because I hear it. I hear our travel advisors' comments. And by the way, commissionable to our travel partners.
That's always important for your travel partners. Yeah.
Critical, right? By the way, we say it pays to Plus, it pays to Premier. It's because these are elements that your clients are doing anyway. They all want Wi-Fi. I call them the three staples. Don't get caught up on desserts and all the other wonderful, exciting stuff that each of these bundles includes. But the three anchors, Wi-Fi, a must. And by the way, in Plus and Premier, we just upgraded it to Medallion Met. That's exclusive to Plus and Premier. Yeah. If you're standard, you don't get that. That's, I call that Wi-Fi on, steroids. And my son is a gamer, so he's cruising with us. He's got Premier. He goes, Mom, this is game changing. I'm bringing everything, because with Premier you have 4 devices. So he's like,
so he's just going to sit in his cabin and play video games. There you go.
I hope not. I hope not too. Hopefully by then he'll be with his fiance. So let's make sure he's not stayed.
Congratulations on that.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, so I'm putting it out to the universe. But by then it will.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
There you go. So you got the news here. Carmen.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Only she doesn't know. So shh, it's a secret. Insider insight, right? I love
that. Hopefully she doesn't read Insider Travel Report.
I hope not, but it's okay. Listen, she's probably expected. So welcome to the family, I should say. So I think we've done a lot in the space of bundling, right? Which I think, again, the anchors, Wi-Fi, critical, beverage packages, and gratuities.
That's pretty big too. Yeah.
They're all going to do it. Would you not do it?
Absolutely.
And I get the whole, my clients don't drink alcohol. Folks, you don't have to drink alcohol to be, we've done the math for you, the savings, and it's been phenomenal and very well received. So we kind of laid it out so that you don't even have to think about it. Just recommend it every time you're booking a Princess cruise, whether it's Plus or Premier. Get your commission up front. Your clients, the guest satisfaction is huge, and they book again.
Fantastic. Now,
nickel and dimed.
We've talked about the new Sanctuary Collection. We've talked about some of your partnerships, Magic Castle being one, and obviously with your culinary partnerships. Is there anything else that we have to know about Sun Princess today? And then I'm going to move on to one last topic.
Well, for Sun and Star, we partner with Cirque, and I always get that. It's so fun, short. So I have to make Eloise. Is it Eloise? I say Eloise, but of course, how cultured am I? Eloise. Trust me, I'm going to have all my French and my Canadians talk to me and say, you said it wrong again, And this is an acrobatic circus aerial partnership, right? And it's in the Dome, and I'm sure you got to see it firsthand, I hope. If not, you'll get to see it when you're on with us in October, which I'm very happy about. And then you've got, from a partnership perspective, we got Smize, the ice cream from iconic supermodel Tyra Banks. Can you imagine? We have a partnership with Jeff Corwin. Right. And we continue to have that, which he is, a wildlife biologist, what he brings to our partnership. And when you think of what he stands for, he'll be there in October, so you'll get to see him.
Not too far away now. We're getting close. Now, I couldn't leave this interview without talking a little about. I don't want to bring this up because you do have another ship coming up. I know you're just getting going and selling this one, and now they're going to hit you with another one in 2025 Star Princess, and it's coming next fall. What can you tell us a little bit about what's in store for her now that you're going to have this one will launch with a Sanctuary collection. It'll launch with a lot of the different things that we've been talking about. So, is there anything else you want to tell us about what the difference with Star will be?
So Star Princess, obviously sister ship, like every class of ship with every company, when you bring out the first class, they're learnings, right? And so you always elevate the next class and then the class after that. Hint, hint. She'll be number 17 for our ship. So I think I'm very excited. But she's debuting in Europe, obviously, in 25, fall of 25. Then she's going to have her season in the Caribbean. So I'm very excited when she joins us. But here's the really exciting thing for us, because she comes in late in the fall in 25, right? October. It's 2026 is what I'm excited about. Why? Because she will be in Alaska for us.
Wow.
I mean, think about the commitment. We're number one in Alaska.
Yeah, you're already, yeah.
Choice Awards, Travel Weekly, you know what they say, right? 20 times we've won it. I'm going for lucky 21. There's a reason. We don't visit Alaska. We live in Alaska. We're part of the fabric of Alaska. And putting Star, we're going to have 8 ships in 2026.
That's amazing. Yeah.
I can't even
including your newest ship, right?
Including Star Princess. And by the way, open for sale, and Alaska's doing amazing in 25 and 26. So that I want to thank and send my love to our travel advisors, because they have been so supportive and so engaged and so behind us opening all of these, launching all these new destinations and programs. And Star will be like Sun, a real game changer for us, but taking her and putting that commitment and putting her in Alaska says a lot. So we're very, very excited.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to Star, and maybe they'll let you on the ship first now on Star.
Only if I come with you. I might have to figure like.
Well, come along. We'll be fine. We'll go explore it together.
Seriously. We can do a tour and get first half behind the scene.
There you go.
Looking forward to it.
Anything else you want to tell our 126,000 travel advisors out there, and where can they go to find out more about Princess and its travel advisor programs and policies and other information about the ships?
So appreciate that, James. So obviously, if they are booking us, right, through our system, they're on onesourcecruises.com.
Right.
But we also launched a site for those who haven't sold us, because, our paradigm shift, our sales restructure was we want to work with each and every one of our advisors that wants to work with us. And we will teach you the Princess brand. We will teach you the cruise industry. So princesspartners.com is a site that we created specifically for, this business has changed. There's a lot of ICs, there's franchisees, and they might be getting into this business from another industry. And maybe the happiness business, which is a cruise industry, is for them is new. So by going on princesspartners.com, they haven't made a commitment to register on One Sources. They could link into it, but they get access to all of the materials that we provide, the academy. It's really educational. It really tells you why we're a little different. And I think that's important. And again, princesspartners.com, way to go. It also lists who your business development manager is, how to get a hold of them. So we're very excited about that and being able to access a whole new world. So hopefully they'll get to do that. But also, I'll tell you, we have a ship that's we haven't been in San Juan in 10 years. And in 25, we're back in San Juan doing 7-day voyages, and super excited. More to come on that. I guarantee it. It is open for sale, but I think that also expands us. We've had this home port strategy. We're back in Galveston. We're in Port Canaveral starting this year. Obviously, we've been in Fort Lauderdale. We're still in LA. Very important, because we were a California company. Sure. Seattle, San Francisco, Vancouver. Dare I say, I was just on Enchanted out of New York, Boston. So we have really created a very unique, and we're leading into these, really it's your back door, right? Bringing our ships to you and kind of putting a stake in the ground with North America. So we're very excited about that, and just continuing to do exciting things and bringing more new to brand, right?
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on all this, and a lot going on. Obviously, we have to do another interview when things you seem to have so much news every month, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next month and seeing my ship, which you have not yet seen, but it looks like you and I got to take a tour, because
you're going to be touring me, James.
I am, but there's going to be a lot of new stuff. So, and I enjoyed so many of the things. I totally. I enjoyed the magic shows. I enjoyed the dining, everything, the entertainment, and of course your revolutionary things like the Sphere, which is just very different. And I can't wait to get back on board. And of course, you mentioned earlier that you had to be out of LA. I always have this story. The last day I was on Sun Princess at night, I binge watched The Love Boat for season 1 and season 2.
My kindred soul. I do that when I'm on the ships as well. I love it.
I know. It reminds me. It was actually a pretty good show. You know,
it's feel good. It really is feel good. We just had a Love Boat reunion cruise, by the way, sold out. I mean, we had a waiting list. The popularity of I mean, you can't even imagine the cast. Jill, they're super, super, super popular. People love them. And
absolutely. And I think it was a year and a half, 2 years ago, you had the cast of the Love Boat, and I interviewed Ted Lang.
I love Ted. He's
and
so cool.
He told me the whole reason why he goes this. Okay, it says, "Show me the money."
Show me. Well, I'll tell you, and they are true, loyalists to our brand and brand ambassadors for us. And so we just need a whole new next generation of folks. That's why when you go on, I have my kids watching because, Mom, what's the Love Boat? This is a thing you've done in the business for.
Isn't that makes you all feel old, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like rotary phones. I'm like, kids, just tune in, okay? And you'll see why it was truly, it pulls at the heartstrings, and it still does. And James, I want to thank you, obviously you, Alan, your entire team, because you're such advocates for our travel agency distribution channel and our travel advisors, and you have been through thick and thin, through the pause that we don't want to talk about. It's in the
wait, what pause? No.
Yes, exactly. The coma. It was a short-lived period. But I want to thank you because I know that you really were the lifeline, keeping our partners very positive that the future was bright. There was light at the end of the tunnel, folks, and it wasn't.
And it actually was a pretty big light at the end of the tunnel, but that's another story. But the last few years have been gangbusters for cruising, for travel in general. So,
and the best is yet to come.
Absolutely. Well, Carmen, I want to thank you again for spending some time with us. I look forward to seeing you in October so you and I can go touring around the ship, and you'll see some for the first time, and I'm going to see some stuff for the first time. So even though I was on it for 5 days, but you were kind of perfecting the model, and now you got another one coming up next year. So I don't know. How about you and I go to Alaska next year? How about that? All right.
Yes, I'm there. Sign me up.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you. Again, thank you so much. And I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.